Are you really playing the gay card right now? God squeak.
P is for pussy. P-U-S-S-Y. That pussy. P-U-S-S-Y. That pussy.
Not be 666 with a Princess Street. I'm everywhere, I'm so Julia.
Guess we both ain't shit. Both ain't shit. Both ain't shit. Fuck it. Guess we both ain't shit. He lying to me and I'm lying to him. He lying to me and I'm lying to him. Fuck it. Guess we both ain't shit. He lying to me.
Okay, well, you're absolutely not going. I am. Really?
Citizens of the 4,655th Beta Verse, you are about to be graced by the presence of our sovereign leader, Dr. Paki. Why she thinks she's
I'm so sorry. You're still hung up on the fact that I like girls in this world. The universe is so much bigger than you realize.
every disappointment has led you here to this moment. Locked into a baby.
Baby, I'm playing on you tonight. Hunt you down, eat you alive. Just like animals, animals, like animals.
Why are we doing this?
I've always closed my eyes to things that make me uncomfortable.
This is subject A7. He spent over 3 years in May's trials. The antibodies produced in response have been the strongest we've ever seen.
Those are the runners. And that guy in the middle, that's Mina. He's the keeper of the runners. Every morning when those doors open, they run the maze, mapping it, memorizing it, trying to find a way out.
It's the maze. All of it. There's nothing left to map. I've run every inch of it myself. Every cycle, every pattern.
What the hell are you doing? Feet help!
Let me hear it.
The gun, oh yes, they both reach for the gun, for the
Nothing.
You've only ever been about yourself.
I'm sorry. I'll make it right.
How? Every time you try, you make it worse. Bridget, just go, man. Just go. Just get out.
I'm wondering if it's honorable to kill me like this.
Don't wait to the world, don't be a man, so bad. 우리 다 버티기도 지탱하기도 so hard. 안 돼, 들으면 돼. 계속해서 우리 끝이 보인대도 곧 쓰러진대도 들으면 돼. 바보같이 우리 헛된 고민해도 이대로 조금 더 stay.
Really? Because Shayla's my age, which makes her a kid too, and that makes you a dirtbag. Oh, and you know who else is my age? Taylor, you hypocrite.
I have to consume about 10,000 calories a day.
Oh, yeah, you definitely met the right girl.
Do you like donuts?
Who doesn't like donuts?
I know a place.
All right. Yeah. See ya.
What are you, the Unabomber? What are you, a dominatrix? No. I didn't mean for real, bitch. Obviously. Seriously, you okay? Yeah, I'm just on my period. Okay, bye. Bye.
Maddie's first class was Intro to Calcium which unfortunately was in the upper left wing of the school.
Is the air conditioner like not working?
It's broken. You could always take off your hood. No, if it was a normal day, Maddie would have just taken off her hood. But since Nate choked her, Maddie woke up 3 hours early, applied more concealer than the burn victim, and tried her best to cover up. To compound the problem, she also suffered from a drop in serotonin from the molly she took at the carnival, got depressed, and therefore hadn't had anything to eat or drink the entire weekend. Plus, she actually was on her period. Maddie?
I wish I never ever told you up.
Maddie?
I just had to let you know.
She's in here!
It's fine.
I had all my
Why is everyone like so dramatic?
it wouldn't mix with your emotions.
Let me hear it.
Oh yes, they both reach for the gun, for the gun.
A little louder.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both.
Oh yeah.
The gun, the gun, the gun. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun.
Now you got it.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun, the gun, the gun, the gun. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun, for the gun. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun, 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 the gun.
Both reached for the gun.
And we can build an encasement, a forest in the wild, fence not too high, because the females should know.
Adiós,
Alright, we'll get you out. Baby, okay with this?
I need you to open that door right now. Come on, open the door. Why didn't you out? Right now.
Let me hear it.
Oh yes, they both reach for the gun, for the gun.
A little louder.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both.
Oh yeah.
The gun, the gun, the gun. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun.
Now you got it.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun, the gun, the gun, the gun. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun, for the gun. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun, 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 the gun.
Both reached for the gun.
Marcus? Is that your son?
I don't know.
You don't know? Why don't you check? Marcus, check!
I don't want to.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both reach for
Let me hear it.
the gun, the gun, the gun. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun, for the gun.
A little louder.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both.
Oh yeah.
The gun, the gun, the gun. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun.
Now you got it.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun, the gun, the gun, the gun. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun, for the gun. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun, 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 the gun.
Both reached for the gun.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both reach for
Let me hear it.
the gun, the gun, the gun. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun, for the gun.
A little louder.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both.
Oh yeah.
The gun, the gun, the gun. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun.
Now you got it.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun, the gun, the gun, the gun. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun, for the gun. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun, 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 the gun.
Both reached for the gun.
But I know she's a loser. How did you know? Me and the crew used to do her.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both reach for
Let me hear it.
the gun, the gun, the gun. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun, for the gun.
A little louder.
Sorry. I'm so terribly sorry, Mr. Wayne. It is Mr. Wayne, isn't it? Although you don't have the long nails or the facial scars, sir.
Is that what they say about me?
It's just that no one ever sees you.
That's a beautiful necklace. Reminds me of one that belonged to my mother. It can't be the same one. Because her pearls are in the safe. The manufacturer clearly explained is uncrackable.
All that out your name shit that ain't called for.
Oops.
Who that creepin' on the tennis dark? 5%. All that fall in love shit got it Kevin Hart. All that speed and fast shit we might tell apart. All that copper shit I might.
It's too dangerous for us both. No, we do this together. Remember the song? Go too far and you'll be drowned. Who will stop you from going too far? You said you believed in me, that this is what I was born to do.
I ain't gon' stop until I see police and lights. I'm a fireman tonight. I'm a fireman tonight. I'm a fireman. I'm in. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both reached for.
Let me hear it.
The gun, the gun, the gun. Oh yes, they both reached for the gun, for the gun.
A little louder.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both.
Oh yeah.
The gun, the gun, the gun. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun.
Now you got it.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both reach for.
Let me hear it.
The gun, the gun, the gun. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun, for the gun.
A little louder.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both.
Oh yeah.
The gun, the gun, the gun. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun.
Now you got it.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun, the gun, the gun, the gun. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun, for the gun.
'Cause she couldn't be more different from me. Happy and free and leather. I know that you love me. You don't need to remind me. Put it all behind me. But baby, I can see her in the back of my mind all the time.
What did you do this one?
Was the day at the beach? Just like a fever, like I'm
Joe gave me this one.
burning alive, like a sign. Did I cross the line?
And my name is Karma. That doesn't even rhyme.
They're not the Baudelaires. Who are you?
Who are you, you miscreant? Duncan?
Quickly, Quagmire.
I ain't gon' stop until I see police and lights. I'm a fireman tonight. I'm a fireman tonight. I'm a fireman.
Open up in there.
No. Please.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both reached for.
Let me hear it.
The gun, the gun, the gun. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun, for the gun.
A little louder.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both.
Oh yeah.
The gun, the gun, the gun. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun.
Now you got it.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun, the gun, the gun, the gun. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun, for the gun. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun, 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 the gun.
Both reached for the gun.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both reached for.
Let me hear it.
The gun, the gun, the they both reach
Oh,
for
yeah.
the gun, the gun, the gun, the gun. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun.
Oh, yeah, got it?
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both, oh yes, they both, oh yes, they both reach for the gun, the gun, the gun, the gun. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun, for the gun. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both, oh yes, they both, oh yes, they both reach for the gun, 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 the gun.
Both reached for the
I'ma do my own thing.
gun.
Got the bass belly rolling. She thinks she love me. I think she trolling. That girl is a real crowd, please. Small world, all of
Do I need
friends
to
know
like assert dominance or anything?
young bull living like an old geese. Could release the cash, watch it.
Do I need to like assert dominance or anything?
Are you fake crying? Stop fake crying. When you fake cry, you are so not hot.
365 my girl. Should we do a little pee? Should we have a little line? Wanna do a real while when I'm meet me in the bathroom with it. 365 my girl. French manicure with a visible bad up hot when I'm.
And when brotherhood comes first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own when that line had to be drawn, and that line is what we reach. So remember me when I'm gone. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride. Let the light guide your way.
Lady Whistledown. Whistledown.
My name is Lady Whistledown.
I could have stayed home and read Lady Whistledown.
Forced the entire town whilst pocketing their money.
Whistledown is power. All this time, you have been a published writer, renowned across Jamaica.
Would describe herself.
Her.
You're both so attractive. Are all humans as attractive as you two?
Yeah,
No.
When you're in the mirror, do you like what you see? When you're in the mirror, you're just looking at me. I'm everywhere, I'm so Julia. When you're in the party, bumping that beat. 666 with a princess treat. I'm everywhere, I'm so Julia.
Let's go gambling! Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it.
I stopped pulling my punches. I got rageful. I got bitter.
Excuse me, I'm Eric Lensher.
Charles Xavier.
Go fuck yourself.
streets back in
Did you think I would have dark hair? When you took Harwin Strong into your bed, did you think I might favour him, or did it not cross your mind?
Just Sarah's.
I'm no fool, Mother. The proof is here for all to see. Yet I may argue my legitimacy to succeed you because I have a dragon. And now you see you'll strip that from me too.
Is Harwin Strong my father? Am I a bastard?
You are a Targaryen. That's what matters.
He was gentle and fierce. He loved us, I think.
Of course he did.
But you aided them in denying me my birthright.
I took profits from an inevitability. I regret it.
Vermitosikiri Dohairas.
I know they hope I fall, but tell them winning is my motherfucking protocol. Cause I score before I ever throw the ball. Cause we A-listers, we paid sisters. This watch right here done phase blizzards. I confess I woke up like this. All this drink in my cup like this. All this ass on that flawless dick. Instagram another flawless pic. Flawless city with these flawless titties. I got all these hundred.
You're not like the others, futuristic lovers.
Look here.
They don't understand. You're from a whole other world, a different dimension. You open my eyes, and I'm ready to go. Lead me into the light.
Même dans un sommeil éternel, même dans un sommeil éternel, j'étais censé t'aimer, mais j'ai vu l'inverse. J'ai cligné tes yeux, tu n'étais plus la même. Est-ce que je t'aime? Je sais pas si je t'aime. Est-ce que tu m'aimes? Je sais pas si je t'aime.
Suffering will be ended, and without bloodshed. God's willing. There are those who have mistaken my caution for weakness. Let that be their undoing. It's my fault, I think, that you have forgotten to fear me. But I cannot gainsay that which the gods have laid before me. I want it. Aemond Targaryen. To claim a dragon who is also prepared to die.
Everyone says Targaryen is a curse of gods.
I have not a man. The dragons are gods.
But they say that because of the dragons. That often will just make everyone else.
The idea we control the dragons is an illusion.
Vermitosikiri Likiri Dohaira.
This one stop singing.
Don't sleep, don't eat, just do it on repeat. In the club, yeah, I'm 365 pipe girl. Should we do a little pee? Should we have a little line when I'm real wild when I'm
I don't think I can. It was necessary.
What did I buy you for? To make me sad?
Oh, that sounded really bratty!
365 pipe girl. Should we do a little pee? Should we have a little? You three are responsible. She's gonna hunt you down one by one and slit your throat.
I don't care about Tina or Uncle Jack's party. Your mom's not gonna be able to find us if we're dead in a Russian elevator.
Don't sleep, don't eat, just do it on repeat. In the club, yeah, I'm 365 pipe girl. Should we do a little pee? Should we have a little line when I'm real wild when I'm meet me in the bathroom if it.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both reached for.
Let me hear it.
The gun, the gun, the gun. Oh yes, they both reached for the gun. For
Florida. B-R-A-T.
So you don't need just do it on repeat, keep. I'm in the club, yeah, I'm 365 pipe girl. Should we do a little pee? Should we have a little line? Wanna be a real wild when I'm meet me in the bathroom with it. 365 pipe girl. French manicure with a recipe.
You know the crab like money.
Know the spine's like fun.
Know the store keeps shutting. Know that's where the lights done.
What we all got in common when the shit's said and done is a dead fucking broke cheddar city that we run. That's like the theme of my afro. Sipping hella lean, smoking hydro. When I hit the reef, turning tidal. Gary is my shadow, bitch, you go wherever I go.
Than you, 'cause I'm all that you want, boy. All that you can have, boy. Got me spread like a buffet. Bon appetit, baby. Appetite for seduction. Fresh out the oven. Mouth kinda loving. Bon appetit, baby. 'Cause I'm all that you want, boy. All that you can have, boy. Got me spread like a buffet. Bon appetit, baby. Appetite for seduction. Fresh out the oven. Mouth kinda loving. Bon appetit, baby.
Sweet potato
Yeah, he was kind and strong and vulnerable and
Can't replace you with a million rings. No, I should have told you what you meant.
You have given me the greatest gift of a lifetime. You let me feel alive for the first time.
And another life, I would be your girl. We keep all our promises, be us against the world. And another life, I would make you stay, so I don't have to say you were the one that got away, the one that got away.
Alright. I can't breathe.
the baby.
No! It's you! Get out! Get out!
Out where? Did I do something to upset you?
Yes! Everything! Get out! Take it out! I don't want to touch it! Me or the baby? Baby, sweetheart. He's all gone! What's your type?
Redhead.
I am downstairs.
Batshit crazy.
Check.
Packing 9 inches.
Turn around, let me hit you with that dumb bitch. My nigga told me take a look at that bitch. So I took another look at that bitch. I'm drunk, I'm full of that shit. Tryna get your baby mama full of that bitch.
Are you stalking me? Do I need to call the police?
No, it was you.
I was having a bad day. My medications were off. Wasn't the real me.
I think it was the real you. And I loved it.
What?
You don't have anything to be ashamed of. You were fantastic.
You didn't want me. You didn't want me.
I wish I were normal.
Why?
I gotta get myself. I can't keep doing this.
I don't really like that part of me.
I do. You're
You're just a little blue. It happens to everyone every now and again.
I picked it up at the meeting. 20 questions to see if Al-Anon could be right for you.
So this is called the Adverse Childhood Experience Study. All you have to do is answer yes or no and get a point for every fucked up thing that you've lived through.
Yeah, how'd you do?
Perfect score. 20 out of 20.
Before your 18th birthday, did a parent or other adult in the household often, or very often, swear at you, insult you, put you down, or humiliate you?
Yes.
Which one?
All four. If holidays or gatherings ever been spoiled by a loved one's drinking.
You were abused and neglected and saddled with the burden of raising 5 kids in that house.
Have you ever called the police for fear of abuse? When the father is there, he's drunk. He hits them. Not that they don't deserve it.
You've had tremendous hardships. We can write the shit out of this personal essay.
That bitch ever gonna shut up?
And Frank's mother, you weren't even invited and not really honored because you're a convicted felon. Why did they let you out? Because you're a loud, mean, vicious bitch.
365 my girl. Should we do a little pee? Should we have a little line on the
I'm like, okay, I used to be down bad, but now a bitch, okay. I'm pretty than a motherfucker, hugs me looking okay. She think that she's fucking with me, it's this bitch, okay. You say he ain't fucking around, I look at him like, okay. I used to be down bad, but now a bitch, okay. Down south bad bitch, she's...
What the fuck, Karen? I thought you said it was mine.
I screwed Timmy Wong as much as I screwed you. I never said it was your baby.
How did you show up on DFS radio? I have to go to the restroom. I'd appreciate it if you didn't click on this file while I'm gone.
Yes. Hello. I would like to report a negligent situation. 2119 Wallace. Gallagher.
Swore that you loved me, but where were the clues? I died on the altar waiting for the proof. You sacrificed us to the gods, and so the
Guess what, Cap? We lost.
No one asked you to look, Tony.
It's ridiculous.
I think you look great, Cap. As far as I'm concerned, that's America's ass.
That is America's ass.
baby, bye, bye, bye. I don't wanna be a fool for you, just another player in your game for two. You may hate me, but it ain't no lie, baby, bye, bye, bye. I don't really wanna make it tough. Nobody soldier, I'm gonna be nobody soldier.
I didn't have a choice.
I don't wanna